Okay, Laura's Lane here. Okay, so I'm just flying off the cuff here. One of my friends had posted something about removing herself from a social media page because of the negativity. And I was thinking about that coupled with the end of the year. You know, people have New Year's resolutions. I don't really do that anymore because I'm like, if you want to change something, now is the time. But I get it. Everybody's got their own way. No judgment. But it made me, I was reflecting on it. And as I was thinking about that idea, I was thinking about how our brains, you know, that old, I don't know if you have heard this before. I don't know if this is true. That it says, oh, the subconscious records everything. And I'm like, if that's true, oh my gosh, we really need to be careful about what we feed ourselves, you know, just like through media and music and movies, you know, that kind of thing. But I didn't research it. I don't know if that's true. I'll get to that eventually and look it up and research it. But it made me think about Greg Braden because he goes into this, and I know that he's well-versed in a lot of this. He kind of combines, well, not kind of, but he does combine actual science with spirituality, so frequency and what people would consider woo-woo, but he ties them together. He's very interesting. So I wanted to look him up and see what he had to say about the subconscious. So I just looked that up, and I'm just going to quickly tell you what the subconscious does, okay? According to Greg Braden, that is. That it stores beliefs, especially emotional ones. It runs the body in the survival programs, so regulating heartbeat, stress reactions. Subconscious interprets reality and filters perception. That's huge. Communicates with the field, like reality itself, through emotion and feeling. So in his view, the conscious mind, thoughts come from the conscious mind and feelings come from the subconscious. And that reality responds to feeling, not just thought alone. So that's why emotionally charged beliefs are extremely powerful. That could be good, not just bad. It could be really good. Something to remember, right? So subconscious does not respond to willpower, logic, or positive thinking alone. It responds, this is very interesting, to repetition. That's wonderful, but that's also bad when you think about our media and our social media. Anyway, so subconscious responds to repetition, emotional coherence, imagery, feeling, ritual, prayer. That's why it says here, that's why affirmations fail if they don't feel believable. That makes sense. And it creates patterns that become reality. So in the end, it's kind of in a nutshell, you don't manifest what you want, you manifest what your subconscious believes is true. So I find this interesting because I'm really big on nutrition and eating well and staying healthy, moving your body. But not a lot of people talk about protecting your mind. And when my friend dropped that social media platform today, I was thinking about everyone, just like, what could we all drop that we just don't need anymore? That actually is repetitively not uplifting us, and we maybe don't even know it. So that could be the music that you listen to. Like, what is your music about? What is it telling you? You know, some of it's not so good. What kind of movies are you watching? If you're always watching war movies, and death and destruction, or horror films, or, you know, just like sexy, nasty stuff, like, you know, low vibe reality TV stuff, if that's what you're constantly taking in, what is that doing? That repetition to your subconscious. I mean, that's a big deal. Like, this is your life. Do you want it run by those images and that repetition? I mean, it's a lot to think about. So anyways, I just wanted to plant a seed and just share with you, just for consideration, if maybe you want to just consider refining something and maybe removing something from your life. I don't know if that's, you know, a certain style of music, or maybe it is picking a different kind of book, or, you know, if you're on social media an hour or two a day, maybe you could cut that back, or maybe even remove some of the junk stuff that is on social media, because social media can be very beneficial, especially when you're, you know, learning a new task or connecting with people and creating. I guess it just depends, you know, if you kind of look at yourselves, and you could do that, stay open, stay authentic. If you can like reflect and look to see, you know, what could be removed and what might be beneficial to be removed. And if you can't figure it out for yourself, look at your life and imagine that it was your child's and say, would I want them, fill in the blank? Would I want them to watch, fill in the blank, and know that it's influencing them? You know, if you consider that, sometimes it helps, because, you know, we can get stuck in removing ourselves and looking as if we're somebody else can help. Anyway, I just kind of went down this route, and maybe you want to just pick up and do like 10 or 15 minutes of research on the subconscious, because it's very interesting. I'm going to do some more after I finish this little video, but I just wanted to share it with you because, you know, the new year's coming around. People do make resolutions, and if that's something you love to do, maybe you want to consider, instead of adding something to your life, maybe you want to remove a few things. You know, everyone says eat good food, like me, and food and sustenance and nutrition is not just what you're eating. It's what you're feeding your soul. So, yeah. That's all I got right now. But thank you for letting me babble on. And I would love to hear just like your thoughts below, because I'm sure somebody out there knows a lot more about this stuff than I do. I just was reflecting on it and I wanted to share it. Okay. All right. Cheers to you. From my iced tea to yours. Stay open, stay authentic. Ciao.